Hello, everyone. My name is Brian Bogus, and when we have a guest and they are pressed for time, we jump off. So I will see.
I I am Jamal Smith, another co-host, and we definitely have a great show. I will pop off now and let Tony take it from here. Enjoy.
Thank you, gentlemen. Good morning, everyone. I'm super excited today because I have Janet Lee. And if any of you have ever been to Fair Oaks Burger, you know Janet. Janet runs Fair Oaks Burgers. You and your sister, right?
Yes, my sister and I. And my mom and dad are still part of the business as well.
Okay, good. So great family business, been pillars in the community for a very, very long time. I asked Janet to come on when they did their grand reopening and I was there. She wrote her name on the back of a card and was like, yeah, call me. So super excited to have you on, Janet, because your family has been phenomenal in the last 7.5 months since these fires. I want to obviously say thank you and congrats on the reopening and all of that. But I want to just really talk to you very casually about all the stuff you all have been doing since the fires, how your family was impacted by the fire, and just the not even goodness, greatness of what you're doing in the community, because it is absolutely awesome. So January 7th and 8th, the fire happened, right? We lost basically 90% of our town, right?
Yep.
Tell me how not only it was with Fair Oaks Burger, because initially I think you all had, I don't know if you had smoke damage or power outage or whatever, but you were closed down from operating fully inside. And yes, we all love Fair Oaks Burger, but you all within a couple weeks or so, and you'll give me the exact time frames, were right there. And you reopened and you were serving the community, you were feeding people, just all the phenomenal things you've been doing. So what was that like right after the fires for your family?
I think right after the fire, like everybody else, everyone's just processing what is happening. And at that point, we realized that the restaurant was still standing and we were just grateful. And we didn't know what to do. And it was actually someone approached us about doing a distribution in our parking lot. And we immediately said yes, because there's nothing we can do about the homes at the time. Our parking lot was available and we really didn't know what a distribution was. And we just decided to just say yes. And once we did it, we realized, wow, this is amazing. This is a gift that we can give and people can come. And we were literally the only parking lot standing around there. So that's how it snowballed into, us getting World Central Kitchen to sponsor us and us serving burgers and, meals to the community. And that just is, once you start, you just can't stop because you realize what the need is. And also it's good for the soul too, it helped us see the community people that we haven't seen and we grieved together, we laughed together. Yeah. It was a lovely experience and it still is.
Good. That is so heartwarming and touching, right? Because again, if I'm not mistaken, your family was directly impacted by the fire, but you found a way in the processing, in the trauma, in the grieving, to be able, because you all are part of the community, to still be there as part of the community and give back by partnering with people, because your parking lot was fully open and available. And it's so crazy. Everything next to you and around you, like that hall on the south side, burned up. The where we washed our car, the car wash burned up. Like so much stuff. And then there's like embers hit certain stuff and it's gone. And then there were certain things that were still standing. So because Fair Oaks Burgers was still standing, instantly, yes, World Central Kitchen and the distribution and all of that. And it was mind-boggling because it has not stopped. Like you all have been there so much and consistently. So how did it impact your family directly?
My parents lost my parents lost their home and my sister's house is still standing, but unfortunately it's so smoke damaged, she's yet to go in. And not only that, even if she does remediate it, it's literally the only house for several miles, and she's a little scared as a female to move in by herself. So, we decided that the main focus should be on the restaurant, getting that open. And not only that, we needed, also, it was such an important part of the community that we can't stop, right? So that was our main focus. And now that the
Yeah.
restaurant is reopened, now we're focusing on getting the homes back into shape. But, you know, for us, it's all about getting our community back to where it was before and feeling that normalcy, which
Yeah.
is starting to feel more and more every day.
Well, thank you. That's your family was like mine. My parents lost their home in 57 years. My sister, was out of hers, lost hers as well. She was on the east side and she had smoke damage and all that. But then because it's a townhouse complex, the HOA and all that decided all of them are coming down. So she lost hers as well, and could only salvage something. So my heart goes out to your family because I'm right there with you. I understand it. And walking through it for the last 7.5 months with my family as well. So totally get that and understand.
Uh-oh. Looks like we lost Toni there for a second. She had a little technical difficulties, as you know, with anything technically oriented. Inevitably, there's going to be some challenges. As Toni was saying, she definitely feels what you've gone through with you and your family with losing the homes because her parents lost their childhood home. Okay, she's back.
I'm
All
back.
right, there we
Yeah.
go. All right, cool.
Everything just started buffering. I was like, oh, I got some internet issues going on. So
Cool. I'll let her take back over.
Thank you, Jamal, for jumping in. You know what is so crazy because the three of us are tech people. We work in tech in some point, and it's inevitable. Almost every day, one of us has something happen, whether it's streaming or Brian comes on and his voice is gargled like he's underwater or whatever. And so we just wait it out because we know.
Yeah.
Exactly that, because this is what happens. We have technical difficulties, and my mic is probably. Can you hear me?
You're fine. We can hear you fine.
I think they both are frozen. Oh, Janet, you frozen? No,
I'm not frozen. I'm okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can hear you, B.
Yeah, we're just so basically, what I love about what
There
you
it
guys
is.
are doing is we out here with Crystal
Yes,
Lopez. and
Crystal
she's always
Lopez.
doing
That young
the
lady.
farmer's market. Man, that girl's like a little spitfire, boy. She's a go-getter. She made sure that people were going to come up to that spot.
Yeah.
Thank
So,
you,
yeah,
Brian.
that,
I'm gonna let you jump back in, Tom.
Oh, see, he popped out. I don't have notification at all that my internet is having any problems. It's the light and all that. So what this is, I don't know. It's the shenanigans of the day, and we will roll with it because that's what we do. But yeah. So talk about that. Brian was alluding to the We Out Here, the thing that you do with Crystal, Juicy Little, but her name is Crystal Lopez, I believe, and all the other partners that have come, because not only do you have this farmers market every Wednesday, I was there when you had, well, the mariachi band truck was in the parking lot. That was the grand opening. You've given food from the beginning. You've given out mattresses. Talk about all the amazing things that you all have been doing for the community.
I mean, it's just people approaching us and us just saying yes. I mean, I know that my parents lost everything like everybody else, memories, all of that. It still stays in your mind, but the physical photos, all that is gone. So we just thought, right away they needed clothes, So when people were saying they're giving out free clothes, we're like, and they said, we're going to do it in your parking lot. We said, yes, absolutely. And my parents were right there. The farmer's market was AIDS Health Foundation. They also own Out of the Closet. So when we were first doing the farmers market on Saturdays, Out of the Closet would be there every week, and people would come, including my parents, going through, the clothes, picking out what they want, what they didn't want. And, we need everything just like everybody else. So whenever people have products that we needed, we're like, absolutely. Air purifiers, yes.
Yeah.
Hand sanitizers, yes, things like that. So that's just how we just say yes to everything pretty much.
Good. Now, where were your parents home? You don't have to give the address or anything, but which street were they on?
They were on Las Flores.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in between Fair Oaks and Marengo, and that street is completely gone. So I think and the thing that is sad right now is because other streets, you see people that at least they have their trailers or their RVs, or there seems some sort of a neighborhood happening, but Las Flores still we don't see any of that. So which is kind of why my parents are a little scared of, well, what's the future gonna look like? We have no neighbors. What's gonna happen? Because we thought of putting like maybe a tiny house up there so they can live in that while they rebuild. But they're a little scared because they're like, we have no neighbors. It'd just be us and the coyotes and the bears. So
I think a lot of our elderly or our parents are feeling that way.
Mhm.
I was out, like I said, with Team Rubicon yesterday, and after we finished some of the lots, they were like, well, we got to get new orders where we're supposed to go or what we're supposed to do. And I said, well, here, let me take you up here and show you my parents' lot, right? And people that had come from Texas and Vegas and all over, because Team Rubicon, we get like, hey, can you deploy here? If so, we sign up, they give us dispatch orders, we go. And they said one guy has been here 2 or 3 times since January, but he said it's so different from coming in January, February, when all the debris was there and it was just right? He said now it's not. And I said, and now do you see, we're up here up by Farnsworth Park, right? Do you see what I'm talking about? You can see downtown LA. On clear days we could see Catalina Island and all that. And he was like, oh my God, it's so beautiful, and I could see why someone would want to live here. And then but I walked them from the curb all the way up to the back of our lot. Our oak trees that were chopped down, one of them that I fought with my mother about, and she still let them chop down, and I was so mad I probably didn't speak to her for a few weeks. That is fully growing back now, that I kept saying it's not dead. A 100-year-old tree, it's not dead. And some arborists told her, oh yeah, that's panic growth. No, it's not, because now the stump has all this growth coming. That's not panic growth. That tree wasn't good and shouldn't have been cut down. So I was super happy to see that. But walked them through everything all the way to the back and told them about this big rock that, has been there since before they bought the house in 68, because it's still there. It's a huge boulder that you'd have to use a forklift or something to pick up. But what they said was, I'm sure this is surreal for you, but it hasn't been as impactful for us yet because, number one, we don't know anyone here.
Yeah.
And you're a gray shirt like us, and you're taking us here and explaining that here was your living room, here was your parents' room. This is where your bedroom used to be growing up. This is where your guys' kitchen was, and this is where our patio was, and these are still the steps up. And so they were like, it's so different for us now. And there were like 5 guys with me, because now we understand the impact, the full breadth of this loss, right? And so they said, not that we didn't care before, but they all got choked up. They started hugging me and stuff. And so for you, and then there was a lady named Julia who lives there. Her house didn't burn down, but had bad smoke damage. So as we're walking back to the car, I was like, hey, Julia. And she stops and she's like, oh, I'm so glad to see you. When are your parents going to start rebuilding? And I said, I'll talk to you about that later. I said, but are you on home? And she was like, in about a month. And I said, are you concerned that not a lot of people moving back home? Tell everybody. Good grief. Okay. She said, no, I'm moving back home until everybody rebuilds. And I can't wait until we start coming back. Right. And so the fact that people are starting to rebuild. When you drive around, there's probably 10 homes that are up, right? And they're putting roofs on and are putting windows in. Some will probably be home before Thanksgiving or Christmas, before a year for sure, when they've said it'll be 2 to 5 years, right?
Yep.
And so that's all part of the recovery, and that's all where hope comes from. And so I'm hoping that your parents get to that place as well, that they go, we can do this. And start to see houses come back up on their block.
Yeah. It's for them, I think it's a little different because every day they get to see people that are actually building. So they never get to feel down at all because
Yeah.
someone, every day someone's like, I just got my foundation, poured, and
Yep.
oh, I got my framing done, or I just got
Yep.
my permit, And so every day we see people come in and they're just so bright and happy about the
Yep.
progress that's happening. So I guess we're fortunate that we see the positives, So it's been as far as like the loss, it hasn't really hit us, maybe because we've been too busy, if that makes sense. But when people come in and they share their joy, we're like, okay, that's gonna be us. That's gonna be us. So
Exactly.
it's a great thing. It's a great thing, and I'm so happy with the progress that's happening in Altadena, and
Isn't it
people are
amazing?
excited. And
Yeah.
before it was people were very sad and there was no hope, and now it's like the attitude has completely turned around, and it's amazing to see the progress.
Yeah, that's how I feel too, Janet. It's like, oh my gosh, every time I go, at least once, twice a week, but I'll drive through and it's like, oh my gosh, look at that one's up now. Oh,
Yeah.
Last week there wasn't a foundation. Now there's a foundation and framing. Oh, now they have sheathing on. Oh, I saw 2 like ADUs to live in while they're waiting to build yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, we should see, like, everywhere I turned. There was one on that I didn't see a week and a half ago when Brian and I went, but on Santa Anita and like Panahu, right? And I was like, oh, and that's up, And then the one on Lake and Alta Vista, and it just everything driving through Altadena. It's like we really are getting ready to come back.
We are.
And the stuff of 5 years and 10 years. It's not going to take us that long because there literally will be families home by Christmas, families home by Thanksgiving. Yeah. And that's so amazing. And that's what resiliency looks like.
Yeah. And people are so creative. I mean, there's a woman on our block on Calaveras. Her name is Brooke. She's the one that started the Altadena Dining Club where they go and they support business, which is so kind. And they've been to Fair Oaks Burger, and they were just there actually on Tuesday. And it's a really nice, not just for the business, but it's also just to see our neighbors and to see meet community neighbors, right?
Yeah.
So we always see people that are like, I haven't spoken to my neighbor in 20 years that I've lived on that block, but now we're like best friends, So
yeah. Hold on 1 second, Janet. Brian and Jamal. Can you guys see why she's gurgling like she's underwater? Uh-oh, now you're frozen.
Working on it.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead and talk, Janet. See if it's the same. Janet, say something. Still a little. Yeah, it's a little.
Hold on. Jamal's like amazing at this. We hear you, but it's super broken up and like you're underwater a little bit. And it happens with Brian a lot. And hey, good morning. Is that Julia Tillman, who I was just speaking about? Oh no, that's JT. Okay. But if you can hear me, Janet, hopefully I'm not frozen. Okay, you're still gurgling a little.
I'm gonna try behind the scenes.
Okay. He's going to do whatever behind the scenes because we don't know what does this. I told you it's the shenanigans of it all, of tech, right? and the platform. But I will kind of fill in a little bit and you could talk throughout and see what happens. But I understand you said Brooke who started the Altadena Dining Club, and you were saying they came to you guys on Tuesday. I have seen things like they've done a pizza. I wish they would connect with us and give us those flyers because we will advertise it every day. And I think even more neighbors will come out. But yes, I think you're on mute, Brian. We can't hear you. You're on mute. So I think we'll be so much better because yes, if you live down the street from someone or next door and haven't spoken to them other than hi in several years, now you're saying that's your bestie or whatever. And when you go back, our neighborhoods will be so much better.
Yeah.
Our neighborhoods will be so much better because our neighbors will know each other and will be more friendly. Brian, you dropped off. I was just telling you were on mute. I know Brian came on and was saying something. No, you're still on mute. You're not actually on mute? What is going on with the platform today? You think what? I don't know. Oh, I can't read the lips like I thought I could. If you want to type it, that's fine. Janet, do you want to say something? I want to see if we can hear you. Janet?
Hello.
Yes? I can hear you, I think a little better, but I'm not sure. But anyway.
Yeah, it's still bad. I'm not sure what's going on. I think Brian took her out real quick. He's brought her back in. Let's see if it's worked.
Let's see if that helped. Can you say something? That's even worse. Okay, do me a favor, Janet. Log off altogether. Come right back in on the link. And hopefully you come in and it's better.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. Okay, try that. Thank you. All right, you guys. Sorry. Oh, no, I can't hear you either.
Still can't hear you, man.
You're going to have to go out and come in too.
You got to change the microphone that you're using. You're on mute.
Well, right now he is, but it's so weird.
Change the microphone you're using.
He may have to jump out altogether and come back in too.
We heard you just fine originally.
Yeah,
and thanks, Marcus. No pressure, huh? Yeah, no pressure at all.
Okay, Janet's back. Let's see. And I see buffering. Okay.
It's still a bit staticky on my end.
Yeah, it is. And I don't know why. But go on, talk, and I'll try to interpret, or if I can hear you well enough, I'll repeat it.
So, Brooke from, I was saying how people are being so creative now, and Brooke and her husband are trying to, hopefully, fingers crossed, get this home from Lincoln Heights. It's like a vintage home built in like the 1800s.
Yeah, how awesome.
Keys to Altadena and look at the home. Work, but it'll fit right in what Altadena looked like before the fire, the home, the style of it, and I'm so excited for her. And that was something she shared with us on Tuesday when they did the Altadena Dining Club. And I'm telling you, people are being so creative with how they're going to get.
So will this be
their property that I have so much.
I'm sorry, will this be her actual home, like that they move onto the lot and fix how they need to, right? But this will be their new home going forward?
Yeah, they found a home in Lincoln Heights that's from the 1800s that they fell in love with, and they're probably going to purchase it. And then it's already on stilts, and so they're going to basically cut the homes into sections and move it section by section. Yeah, so it's super exciting. And
somebody else did that recently for Altadena too.
So
and this was a home that was getting ready to be demolished.
Yeah.
So it might be her, and I read a story on Facebook. Yeah, that is so amazing.
Right. So,
but you're right. Go on. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I mean, I just think it's great that creativity like that, our community absolutely is going to be back sooner than later.
Yeah, exactly. You are doing okay. You'll come in great. And then there's a little bit of breaking up, but that's a technology issue. So I can hear you. And I'll just try to repeat what you're saying. So for anybody that didn't fully hear Janet, she was talking about Brooke, who started the Altadena Dining Club. And you know how they go around each week to places. And she spoke about how the people who hadn't spoken to their neighbors in a while are now speaking now like friends. But on top of that, they found a home in Lincoln Heights that was from like the 1800s that is up on stilts that they fell in love with, that they were able to purchase, and they're going to have the section cut. I mean, the home cut into the right sections and moved onto their lot where their house burned down, and then restore it, do whatever they have to do. But this is what will be their new home. And Janet was saying how innovative they are and creative, because we know Altadena is eclectic anyway. We've got modern homes, we've got old homes, we've got mid-century homes, we've got everything in Altadena. And Janet, I'm super excited as people come back that we are going to have that. We've got the lady Margot, her house that's being built out of cinder blocks is almost done, meaning the cinder block part, right? Because we passed that recently and it's beautiful. And then there's all the other ones, and they're going up in whatever styles people have determined they want. We know some are doing the Foothill collection, so there will be like older craftsman style homes. But and that's the thing about Altadena. That's what it always was. We were not a cookie cutter community, and everybody's homes were different. And so we're going to be not cookie cutter again, and have all of these wonderful different homes, and be Altadena again, but better.
Absolutely. And there's also a woman named Rebecca that came to Farrellsburger, and she's with that company Genesis. I don't know if you've heard of that. Yeah,
I think so.
Saying they're offering they up front, they tell you exactly how much it's going to cost, and obviously it can't be a custom home, but if you want a home quickly, it's something that they can do. And if they don't do it in the time frame and the price point that you want, allegedly, that they will give you your money back. You know, so
even after they built the home.
Yeah, I mean, I don't quote me. That's what she told me. That if they don't, that's the reason why she's going with them, is because of
Janet,
the money back
after built home.
guarantee. That's what. Pardon? Sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh, they have 100% money back guarantee. If you go with them and they don't build it within your budget from insurance and stuff, and within the time frame that they guarantee, they're gonna build you this house and give you your money back.
They're not giving you money. I believe if they don't do it in the time frame. I mean, that's what I think. That's what she said. Don't quote me on it, but that's, you know, there's all these builders with incentives. And
exactly.
And so you don't know what choices you're going to make. You know, that's what's so frustrating, is like everyone's offering these things and you're like, well, that sounds good. Which way am I going to go? You know, so, but that is one of the things.
I want people to go with a reputable builder that has a good reviews, that is doing what they are saying they're going to do, but not necessarily they're incentivizing, because we see people like, oh, if you come to us, talk to us, and if you sign with us, we'll give you a whole house water filtration system, or we'll give you a solar system, or we'll give you all your toilets free, or whatever. Don't try to entice me. Tell me what you offer, right? Let me see, and then perform what you say you could do. Don't try to bring me in with all these gimmicks, because that's just what it is, gimmicks, right? And for them to say, if we don't do it in the time we say, or whatever, we're going to give you your money back. Like, come on, because they will find a loophole to say, oh, well, you know what? It wasn't our fault that the county didn't have enough inspectors and we had to wait longer for this inspection. No, the paper says this, right? So I kind of, you know, tell people, watch what everybody's incentivizing, right? Because that's like, oh, please, 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 your work should speak for yourself and for itself. And you should not have to do all those gimmicks and incentivize, oh, we'll give you this if you sign with us, we'll give you this. So I don't know what Genesis is really offering. That will be interesting to hear from people that go with them, and to see if anybody doesn't get some loophole excuse and gets their money back if they don't complete it in time.
I mean, I don't know. That's just one of the things that she said to me, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. That's something that I haven't heard before, you know. So I was like, oh, okay. Because I know people are like, oh, there's some builders that are like 800 square feet, and then there's some people that are like 350. So it's just all over the place. So you don't know what is what. So I can see why people are so confused, you know.
Well, I've talked to some manufacturers that build huge homes all over the country, and the head of the Mennonites, and he was like, Toni, anybody saying 5, 6, 8, and 1,000 is padding their pockets. It does not cost that much to build a home. He said any good home builder, he said it's really about $235 to $300, depending on material availability. He said, but any good builder should be able to get you in at that 340 to 370 range and make some money, because every builder has to make money. They have people to pay, right?
Yeah.
But if they're trying to like, oh, I'm gonna become a billionaire off of Altadena, I'm gonna charge 600 or 800. You know, huh? You lost me? Am I back, Janet? I don't know if Janet, I can see and hear myself. I don't know if Janet can, but I think
You're still there.
Okay. So, and this was from people that have been doing building for, she went out for a second, for like 40 years. And they have said to me, anybody charging 600 and up a square foot is making money off of people, not coming to serve the people. Am I back for you? Oh no, she's having some challenges. So anyway, check all the builders you need to, go with whoever you need to after your consultation, but just know the real cost to build a home is not $600, $700, $800, and $1,000 a square foot. Anybody that's doing that is making sure that they're padding their pocket or their bank account. Janet, I see you as frozen. I don't know if you can see me at all. Now she's buffering. Oh, there you are. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's a little staticky back.
Okay. Jamal, can you come in for a second? I have a call coming in that is kind of an emergency that I need to take.
Yep, I'm in.
Okay.
I'll bring B in too. So yeah, Tony's out. We still can't hear you. My bad, B. I don't know what the deal is with that. Can you hear me, Janet? Am I choppy too?
Yeah.
That's weird. We usually don't have that kind of issue with our all of our mics. Maybe it's just I don't know, tech issue all the way around. Am I still garbled up?
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird. I can hear you better now.
Okay.
Let me try it at least a little bit. So what we'll end up probably doing is once Tony gets back, we may try to continue this, but what we'll also probably do is just see if we can get you back on to continue this at another time.
Yeah.
Because we really would love to hear more from you.
Okay.
So Marcus says he hears me fine because he's watching the show.
Okay.
So I can hear you a little better. So, oh, good.
Yeah.
He's back.
And I'm back. Sorry.
And I'm out.
Yeah, Janet, you look, oh, no, you don't have to be. Janet, I can see you well and hear you well.
I can.
Oh.
Just like static.
Okay, well, what we're going to do, because I don't want you to feel any kind of way about it. And I know if I would, I'd be like, this is crazy. We'll reschedule when you have some time to come back so we can talk about more of the great things that you all are doing. We'll call it a day today, but I think people got great information. I know that everything that has been happening has been a partnership and things directly from the heart of your family. And we thank you for that. We look forward to partnering with you because we have some things coming up. So I want to see what we can do together for the community. And let's just keep pressing forward and bringing hope.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on. We'll reschedule and we'll get all of it together. But thank you for everything you're doing in the community.
Bye, everyone.
All right,
Janet. Have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Thanks for all you do. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, you all, that today technology wanted to act crazy.
Can you hear me now?
Crazy.
Yes.
We hear you perfectly now.
You are there. What'd you end up doing?
Going all the way out and changing it to the computer's mic.
Yeah, I thought that's what you had it on before.
I did, but I guess you had to go all the way out. Then I switched my Wi-Fi because I got two Wi-Fis here. So.
Might be a Wi-Fi issue.
Well,
And depending on where
really
she
good.
is.
It was really good to have her on.
Oh yeah, and we'll bring her
like you had
back.
mentioned before, they were. It's funny how they fell into helping. right? People came and approached them, and they were like, she was like, I don't know what
'cause they had to
distribution
think.
is, right? But she was like, I don't know what distribution is. However, uh, it's
That's
Tore Up
definitely what it
Technology
is,
Thursday.
Marcus.
14 is a 14 day.
Look, not even tore up, toe up. Today
Toe
was
up.
toe up Technology Thursday
From
on
the
Tony Talk
flow
Show.
up.
Toe up.
Yeah.
Man, it's like this heat wave retrograde something or other.
Man, this
Remember
105,
yesterday, Tony?
103.
You were saying, where these clouds come from? I was sitting in the car and I opened the sunroof. I said, yeah.
Told you.
And by the way,
they
it
just
smelled like
all
there's a
of a sudden
fire
came.
over here somewhere too.
Oh no.
After I dropped the kids off, I got out the car and I was like,
Let me
what
look
is
on
that?
my Firewatch app and see.
I looked at that app too. I didn't see anything.
No?
Maybe it's something small, or maybe it's a car fire. I don't know. It smelled
hopefully
crazy.
not. Watch Duty. Yeah, let me look at my Watch Duty app.
But, so they started off as novices, but now they're professionals at the distribution and handing out stuff. I mean, goodness gracious.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah. Who knew?
And how people wanted to partner with them. So it's back to us three musketeers, which is wonderful. I have 15 minutes left. I have a meeting at 11:05, so I will have a hard stop at 11. However, we do have an announcement regarding one of the announcements that we've been talking about for a minute. And that is, I know you'll bring all the slides up, but specifically the Chris Holden LA Fire Justice Block Party that was scheduled for Saturday that we've been announcing on Los Robles and Jackson, between El Molino and Los Robles on Jackson, has now been canceled. They may reschedule at another time, but Chris Holden has decided that due to extreme heat warnings, and we know today's supposed to be 101. I think it'll still be 100 on Saturday, and everybody, including elderly, could potentially show up. But Chris Holden decided that the annual block party originally scheduled for Saturday, August 23rd, has been canceled. Chris stated that the decision was made out of an abundance of caution due to the forecast of 100-degree weather. The event will be rescheduled for a future date. They will notify us for when it's rescheduled, and we will probably have an updated flyer with another date, but we will announce it again. Again, please do not go out on Saturday, because I'm thankful that Chris made that decision, because heat stroke is real, and we don't want anybody trying to go out and do something fun and then wind up having ambulances come or whatever. And even though you might think you're hydrated, so I think everyone knows my church is doing a fast right now for like 11 days. And we do water until 6 p.m. and then we can have salad and some protein or whatever. So I've been doing great on my fast. Yesterday, I was out with Team Rubicon in the morning. And remember when I logged in, I was like, it got to be 85 out here already, right? And we were out early because we left by 8 a.m. from our where we do roll call. But probably 9 o'clock, 9:30, it was already, or when I was on the show for sure at 10:15, it was already probably 85, maybe even 90. And though I had a cooler full of water and several bottles of water, and we went back to home base once to use the restroom and everything, by the time I got home, I was lightheaded. I was a little dizzy, about 1:30-ish, and I had been drinking all my water. So I literally had to cut my fast short to like 3:30. Because I was nauseous by then. I was getting a headache. I was like, okay, I will continue with my water, but I'm going to go in and eat something now. And I did. And within an hour, I felt much better. So the rest of the night, I was good. But yes, being out there drinking all the water I was drinking, I was still in that heat and potentially could have had problems, right? As I was in the middle of the fast. So I'm thankful that I'm back at home today and I can drink all my water, and my house is cool, and if I need to turn my air on later, I will. But please be careful during these next few days, up to a week, I think it is, that we'll have high 90s and low 100s. You both are on mute, and Jamal, you're talking.
That this Saturday is when the current heat wave is supposed to taper off and get us out to triple digits. But like you said, it's still going to be in the upper 90s, and carry that part on for a while. So definitely be careful, everybody.
Yeah.
That's why when I do the slides now, that started yesterday, I talked about, cooling stations and all that good stuff.
Yep. Definitely. And if you have any elderly relatives,
check on them.
don't let them go out in the heat unless you're with them and you have cold water, ice water, a cooler. I have one of these small igloos that's like this big. It's on wheels. It's blue with the lid. When I leave, especially when it's hot, I fill it with probably 8 of the water bottles, those pH that I do. I think it holds about 8, and ice. And whether I have ice in my freezer or I got to go get a bag and pour it in there, because not just for me to have it in the back when I need it, but if I see somebody homeless or out walking and I know it's over 100 degrees or whatever, I will stop in a heartbeat and give them a bottle of cold water. If I don't have anything else to give them, I want them to at least have some hydration so that, they don't get heat stroke or have any issues. So whether they're elderly or anything, kids, school started back, make sure your kids have water. I hope the schools know, and they're usually really good with this, to keep them inside, or I think it has to be close to 106 or 103 before they cancel outdoor activities, meaning, sports and stuff. I know when my son was playing football and everything, it was a certain temperature. I know when it's raining, if they say there's a thunderstorm coming, if it's within 6 miles, all that stuff gets canceled because they don't want lightning to come and a kid potentially get hurt. But just be super mindful about anyone that you know that might have to go out in the heat and maybe not have water or air conditioning or anything like that, because we don't want to hear about anybody having any issue.
In addition to that, especially for the elder, I was going to say, especially for the elderly, check on them. If the folks are, if they live by themselves or what have you, call them, stop by, make sure they're good, because oftentimes they, they may not be up on game in terms of staying hydrated and what have you. And if something did happen, maybe they're incapacitated. So just check on them.
Very smart.
Be in communication with the community. Man.
You guys just got the Amber Alert?
Yeah, my wife did a minute ago. Yeah.
Yeah, my phone is doing it now. Let me take this call. Hold on.
Derek and Jaden Hernandez.
Kidnapped by probably their mom or dad in a PT Cruiser with Indiana plates. You see a PT Cruiser with Indiana plates, be aware.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna
beautiful thing about going live, you can actually tell people on the spot.
Right. Like, watch this. What I'm about to do.
So basically, we've been having some technical difficulties today. We had a guest on, Janet from Farrell's Burger. They were doing things in the neighborhood for the community that nobody else was doing at the moment for Altadena. There were a few other pop-ups, but to me, they've been the longest running, always able to go to spot. You can rely on them to be there every Wednesday with Crystal Lopez, with her. We out here at Farmers Market, and they've given away furniture. They've given away gift cards, and she really has it organized. She will have you sign in, and when it's your turn to go up there, she lets you go up there and do what you need to do in groups of like 3 or 4. It's beautiful because there's not all these lines waiting there for that. You knew you signed up for a specific time to come up there, and this is how things should be done. I know people were having a heart attack, and I didn't know about it. I'm not going to say a heart attack. People were upset, and I didn't know anything about it when the Tiffany Haddish thing happened at Super King. And that could have been the same setup if they would have contacted somebody who was from here that would have been able to, and this is just for future. If you know that you're going to come here and do something, or you want to do some grandiose thing, this needs to be planned. It needs to be done right. You had seniors, handicapped, disabled people with kids standing out there for hours because of hype of this person's coming and they're going to go get free groceries. Half the people were there to see Tiffany Haddish. Half the people were there to get groceries. The thing is, it didn't go over well. You know, eventually what happened was, and I'm just going to say it, and hopefully we can bring her on the show so that maybe we can get her to come back out here through some of the organizations that are actually established out here to do this again in an organized fashion, because we would love to have it, and we just want to make sure that it's done right. You know, that's why when we were doing our event for Thanksgiving in November, the week before, you will register to be able to come to it. It will be organized. It will not be this chaos and mayhem. There will be no crashers. Once we hit capacity, we hit capacity. We can't feed the whole Altadena, so don't expect us to feed all of Altadena. That's not going to happen. But once we announce it, you'll have your chance to go, and we can share it to 40 different groups. Now, only Altadena folk are going to be allowed to register. So don't think you're coming from LA. We're not focused on that. Y'all not focused on us. So, you know, we up here in the mountains by ourselves. Everybody else has resources. Palisades, Hollywood Hills, Malibu. Y'all got all the celebrities out there. You're raising big money. Don't send your people up here. No. That's just how I feel. And I speak for probably majority of the Altadenans when I say this. Don't say you're from Altadena and you're not. You could come here. You could have been here 7 months. You're not from Altadena. If you don't know a lot of things that have gone on in Altadena and grew up here, you're not from here. Now, if you lived here for the last 12, 20 years, and you bought your house, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people who, when the fire happened, they decided that they wanted to be here and claim that they're helping. So that's what I ran for today, to fill in the gap, because this is normally the Toni show.
Jeez.
But you know, I got to fly mine in.
Painful. Whew. That was painful.
I'm sorry. It had to be done.
Hey, it's done. It's a beautiful thing.
You know, that's why they call me Mr. Transparency.
Look,
go to our website.
Look, we're gonna do it right. We're gonna learn from what the other people did incorrectly or not so well, and we're gonna try to improve on it. So each time we do it, we will our events will do the best to make it the best for you.
Yeah, and I know that this heat, please, like we've been saying already. I think it was a blessing that I got stuck up here.
Yeah, you definitely want to be riding around in that car like that, not in this heat.
No. So for those of you who don't know, I drive a car that has airbags on the rear. Well, it has airbags on all the struts, but the ones in the back got a hole in them or something. Got a pinhole. So the car is riding like it's dragging its butt. So I got to get it down to the shop and get those replaced, and I'll be back up and running. But in the meantime, the only thing I was really concerned about was the block party, because we were scheduled to set up there. But now that it's been canceled, that's actually a blessing in disguise, because now that allows for people to, stay hydrated, stay cool. And did you want to go ahead and do the announcements, or what were you going for?
Yeah, I might as well. Because it seems like Toni is going to be there for a while, and she got a hard stop in about 10 minutes anyway.
Yeah, so go ahead.
All right, let me get settled here.
When you do that, I'm gonna go get coffee.
1, 2, 3, go get coffee.
I'm out here.
So to follow up with what B was just talking about regarding the heat, there's cooling centers open throughout LA County for specific locations and resources to help beat the heat. And please use this if you need it. Go to ready.lacounty.gov/heat. It's very important you take advantage of that. Now, more local for us. the Pasadena Public Libraries and a couple of these other rec centers and community centers, they're not official cooling centers, but they do offer air conditioned spaces for public use. So virtually all the libraries, Allendale, Hastings, Hill Avenue, Jefferson, Pinnaresca, Lamanda, Linda Vista, San Rafael, Santa Catalina, Villa Park, they all have them. Check out cityofpasadena.net/library for more for offers. I'm sorry, for hours of operation. And then, of course, we have the libraries on Lincoln, as well as one on Mariposa that are available in Altadena. And then there are, Jackie Robinson Community Center, Robinson Park Rec Center, Victory Park Rec Center, Villa Park Community Center, John J. Kennedy Pool, La Pinnaresca Park Splash Pad, Rose Bowl Aquatic Center, and the Pasadena Ice Skating Center. So these are just some places, if you don't have air conditioning in your home and you can get away and need some relief, definitely go do that, in addition to obviously staying hydrated. So we'll go to the normal stuff now. The Altadena Community Center is serving as the survivor support location here locally. It's at 730 East Altadena Drive in Altadena. If you have some questions, you can reach out to them at 626-398-6174, and they are available Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Keep switching. Sorry. And we also have the LA County One-Stop Permit Center. So for those who are at the stage of the rebuilding and getting your plans and your permits to rebuild your home, this is where you want to go. It's at 464 West Woodbury Road at Suite 210 in Altadena. They have walk-in hours Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And then they also offer appointments for rebuild consultations. And they're available Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., as well as Saturdays from 8 a.m. to noon. You can also set up appointments with the SCE planner. Those are available Monday and Wednesday from 8 a.m. to noon. To schedule the appointment, you do have to go to the website recovery.lacounty.gov/rebuilding/1-stop-permit-centers. And then we have the fee waivers and the refunds. LA County's waiving the refund permit fees for homeowners rebuilding after the Eaton and Palisades fire. So basically, those homeowners who have already paid your fees, you can get them refunded. And those who have not yet paid, you can have the fees waived. To qualify, though, you have to make sure and demonstrate that you both owned and lived in the property prior to the 7th of January of this year. Now, the projects that are eligible are when you're replacing a single-family home, if there's a standalone ADU for temporary occupancy during the rebuilding, in addition to accessory units such as garages, ADUs, and pools. Unfortunately, commercial property rentals, multifamily, or temporary housing projects, or properties not damaged by fires are not eligible for the refund or the waiver. And to actually apply for the fee or the waiver, you want to fill out the form that you can get by scanning the QR code or by going to recovery.lacounty.gov/fee-waivers-and-refunds. This is one where you can fill it out online. So if you want, once you fill it out online and save it, you can just submit it to recovery@planning.lacounty.gov, or you can print it and then submit it in person to the permit centers. And you do only need one form to cover all departments. And the CalAssist Mortgage Fund is actually allowing 3 months mortgage payments up to a maximum of $20,000. The funds do not have to be repaid, and it's free to apply. The grants are paid directly to your mortgage servicer, but keep in mind that the funds are going to be provided as long as they are available. So go ahead and apply as soon as you can. If you do apply, do be prepared to provide proof of income, homeowners insurance or FEMA claim, utility bills, bank statements or mortgage statements. And for eligibility, you do have to meet the income limits of a combined amount of $140,700. You must own and occupy a home with up to 4 units on the property. And also, most importantly, your primary residence must have been destroyed or considered uninhabitable due to a qualified disaster from the 1st of January 2023 through the 8th of January 2025, which obviously the Eaton and Palisades fires qualify you there. So to apply, you do go to the website calassistmortgagefund.org, and there is assistance available via the telephone Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. By calling 800-501-0019. And if you need some assistance, put that other slide a little too soon. If you do need assistance in person, you can go to one of 2 locations, one of which is in Altadena, which is the Altadena Community Center at 730 East Altadena Drive in Altadena. And if you happen to be displaced and you're closer to this other one in LA, you can go to the One Stop Rebuilding Center at 1828 Sawtell Boulevard in LA. Now you can get in-person help 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and this assistance is being provided by Neighborhood Housing Services. This new slide that I have that I'm about to show is something from the recovery.la County website, and it's just showing some easy ways or some ways that you can actually kind of speed up the process on the road to recovery. As it says, it's the express lane. One of the things they talk about is the Archistar E-Check AI pilot. This is where you can get your plans kind of reviewed via AI. We had Eric Williams, aka E-Dub, come on a couple days ago, talk about how he utilized this process, and it was rather quick. He submitted his plans on Tuesday of last week and got them approved. He got the notification on Sunday night. In addition to that, he actually did a like-for-like rebuild. Like-for-like will always be faster than trying to do something significantly different from what you had before. And then obviously there are a series of plans that are already pre-approved. If you happen to select one of those, then it'll help streamline the process as well. Just wanted to provide this for you, just in case you wanted to really know how to streamline this whole process. These are 3 different options you can select, and you can, combine them in any combination you like. So the LA Fire Justice, they do have the ongoing events every Thursday in the morning, which unfortunately you missed for today, but it is at their office. It's a coffee chat at 221 East Walnut Street, Suite 100. It's every Thursday from 10 to 11, and this is where individuals can come and kind of talk about their circumstances in the recovery efforts, or you could talk legal, talk as well. In addition, from noon to 1 today and every other Thursday at Pinocchio's, located at 1449 North Lake Avenue in Pasadena, you have the ability to have business chats. This is for those who have either lost businesses or have their businesses still, and they're trying to, maintain and have some issues they'd like to talk about. And then again, every first Monday of every month from 6 to 7 p.m., there is the Mental Health Monday, located at their offices at 221 East Walnut Street, Suite 100. And then the library, the Bob Lucas Memorial Library, is offering for this whole week a free backpack giveaway courtesy of GitHub. This library is located at 2659 Lincoln Avenue, and they are open from Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. One thing to note, though, is the backpacks are for children ages 6 to 12, and they're only going to be available while they last. So if your child within that age range needs a backpack, definitely head up there as soon as possible. So the Pasadena Parks and Recs does have the summer concerts and movies at the park. At Loma Alta Park tonight, beginning at 5 p.m. and going till 7 p.m. is going to be the showing of the movie The Wild Robot. For those who don't know the address, Loma Alta is at 3330 North Lincoln Avenue. If you have some questions, you can reach out at 626-206-9692. 9313. Then next Thursday, there's actually going to be a concert. This is going to begin at 7 p.m. and it'll go to 9 p.m. And it's going to be the Susie Hansen Latin Band. So definitely check out both of these events if you have time. Be a nice way to kind of cool off given this heat, especially the 7 o'clock concert because it was a little later, but should be a good time either way. And then the folks at Together We Thrive have their farmers market on Fridays. It's local at 3541 Brandon Street, Pasadena, 4 to 6:30. And then on Mondays, if you're in LA, they have one at 22103 Van Owen Street in Canoga Park.
But we like Brandon Street. Brandon.
Correctamundo. And then the folks at Harambe are actually providing Dina Summer Nights, where they're providing games, food, vibes, art, and community with the sounds by Mr. Energy. That is going to be tomorrow night, Friday the 22nd, from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. And Harambe is located at 1609 Navarro Avenue in Pasadena. All right. And then the fifth in a monthly lecture series and social hour is going to be Friday as well to discuss Altadena architecture. It's a legacy and an elegy. The speaker is going to be Tim Gregory, and this will go from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So the doors open at 7. The lecture is from 7:30 to 8:30, and it is at the Altadena Main Library, which is 600 East Mariposa Street. And then the event that we had just talked about a little while ago, Tony had mentioned, unfortunately, Chris Holden's block party has been rescheduled. This weekend it's canceled. It will be rescheduled. We don't know exactly when, but it is out of an abundance of caution due to the forecast of 100-degree weather. So as soon as we get the new date, we'll provide it. I'm sure we'll get the updated flyer, as Tony has indicated, and we're glad that he's very conscientious of the community and obviously the weather and wants to make sure that everybody is okay. We will miss it because we are looking forward to it, but it's a good reason to cancel it.
Yeah, saves lives.
Exactly. And then the Miracle City Ministries and partners present Altadena Rebuilding Conference. This is going to be Saturday from 10 to 5 p.m. It's going to be located at 997 East Walnut Street in Pasadena. It is 2 blocks east of Lake Avenue. Sorry about that. And there's going to be numerous presenters at this event, including our own Toni Bailey Rains, who will be talking about a subject which is yet to be determined, but perhaps she'll be able to share a little more insight about that tomorrow on our show. If you would like more information on this, you can contact the event coordinator at 626-989-2281 or email at miraclecityministries@yahoo.com. Man, my nose is super congested. And then also Saturday, beginning at 8 a.m. It's every Saturday. This is at the Bulgarini, located at 749 East Altadena Drive, presenting Altadena Cars and Coffee. This is a ongoing car show where people kind of come out there, get some coffee and show off their cars, both vintage and whatever newer ones they want to show off as well. I did see this the day that Brian and I went to the Business Expo. I had to look for some chairs and ran up to Rite Aid, which unfortunately is no longer in business, but it's that parking lot. It's a perfect location because there's plenty of open space. And then lastly, the Summer Park Concert Series and Memorial Park this Saturday again from 5 to 8 p.m. located at Memorial Park, 85 East Holly Street in Old Town, Pasadena. Come out and listen to the Michael Hagan's band. It's a night of smooth jazz and really good music and community. Michael Hagan's, as we know, he's been around the area a lot this summer, and he has some really, really good music. So definitely check that out and have a good evening.
I wonder if they're going to continue to have that if the other block party got canceled, because it's going to be the same weather.
Yeah, but it's a little later though, right? Because the block party was
3
from
to 7.
3 to 7. Well, who knows? The past, maybe because it's in
It's
the
so
park,
hot
they're
down
gonna
here.
keep it going. You know, people be sitting down and probably have tents and stuff. Who knows? Um, but if they do, we'll find out and let you guys know. And the last slide today is to remind you of the Altadena community meeting, which is every Monday. So the next one will be on the 25th of August, beginning at 4 p.m. It's on the LA County YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/@ County of Los Angeles Newsroom. If you you can actually, they also provide it via Zoom, and you can connect it via Zoom at bit.ly/40 lowercase y, capital M, lowercase y, capital H, and capital J. But it's easier to just go to their YouTube page. And with that, I bring it back to B. Toni left. She did have that hard stop. And
Doing something.
now, while we were talking, and we had mentioned that we had gotten an Amber Alert. I'm just going to put it up there real quick, just so folks can see, just in case you didn't get the alert. Because we were live, we have the ability to show that. So the Amber Alert has been activated by the California Highway Patrol. Derek and Jaden Hernandez is missing and believed to be in imminent danger. Derek and Jaden Hernandez were last seen on August 21st, 2025 at 1:30 in LA. The suspect vehicle is a 2008 black Chrysler PT Cruiser with Indiana plates. Capital D as in David, F as in Frank, T as in Tom, 105. Hey, let's just get the message out. The more eyes and ears to hear it.
Time.
Yeah.
And hopefully some of you got it too if you're in the area. I'm all the way up in Santa Clarita and got it on my phone.
Yeah.
So.
Kira got hers on her work phone like maybe 5 minutes before we got ours. Hers was buzzing. I was like, yo, is that an Amber Alert? She's like, yep. And then 5 minutes later,
right.
5 minutes later, we got ours. Well, I think today again was another good show. I'm glad we were able to hear Janet for the majority of her interview. We definitely want to have her come back, hear more from what she has to say because of technical difficulties. We couldn't do a full interview today, and there goes my computer. my camera.
You're looking like hands across America.
That is funny. So I got to change my
camera. It happens to all of us. And, if you stay frozen any longer, okay, well, I was going to say, we'll just end the show because it's 108.
No, what I just have to do is change the camera and then go back to the other one. This happens all the time. I got to do a update on my computer.
You look like an album cover.
I'm going back to YouTube.
You say you're going back to YouTube?
I'm looking at YouTube to see how I look frozen. I'm like,
yeah, you look like I tried to kill you.
God dang it. So tomorrow. Go ahead. I was just gonna say tomorrow we have another guest that's coming on, a local.
Wait a second before you start that. I sent you 2 things in WhatsApp to put on the slides today. Did you get them?
You sent me 2?
Yeah.
Personally? Oh, I just got them.
I promised somebody we would announce this today because it's on Sunday.
Yes, absolutely. Hold on. Let me move this over here. Let me make this full on large. And then I'm going to.
And then we'll also add it to our. I think Jamal adds the slides to various.
Yeah,
pages.
for tomorrow. Share it. Oh no, share screen. Entire screen. We do this. We click this. There's no music, so I don't have to do that.
No, it's just a flyer. Bear with us, folks. We try to get all announcements in. Sometimes we miss some. Please stand by. Remember when you only had 9 channels or 7?
Right. So here's the first one. Here lay a home, a group exhibit by our collective in resistance, Sunday, August 24th at 2 p.m.
Resident.
Oh, resident. Sorry, collective. What did I say?
Resistance.
Oh, Lord. I got a militant mindset right now. I was listening to the
we're
news.
fighting the power right now in art.
Hey, you look at some of the news, you kind of feel like you are.
Art the power. Art the power.
You got to be ready.
Right.
So Sunday, August 24th at 2 p.m., free and open to the public. The Here Lay a Home Collective is stewarded by Kennedy Arnett, Sienna Ben, Kikese, Kimwala de Robles, Mia Gilona, Parker Gaffam, Philip Harper, David Hines, Elisa Zahura, McAdoo, Lauren Williams, and Kiara Walls. It's at the Armory Center for the Arts at 145 North Raymond Avenue in Pasadena. What exactly is it? It's just images.
Different. So it looks like it's pieces of Altadena's people's homes from Altadena. They're putting on an art exhibit. What they made with the pieces.
Oh, got you.
I know I have. The only thing I got from the house are the stones from the fire pit, and the only thing left standing in the whole house was the shower. So we took ceramic tiles off of it, and they're going to make coasters.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I have that stuff downstairs in the garage.
Cool. So this event is Sunday at 2 p.m. at the Armory. And then we have Repair Cafe, a free roving all-purpose repair party for and by the community. This is Saturday, the 23rd from 10 to 1. And the repairs that can be done are for electronics, clothing, bikes, knife sharpening, gluing, woodworking, jewelry, and much more. It's going to be at the main library parking lot and the community room at 600 East Mariposa Street. Again, this is one of those things, given the heat, I wonder if it's still going to happen in the parking lot, but until they say otherwise, it will be. Plant sharing and a really, really free market where everything is 100% off.
Let's go. Now that's community for you right there.
Oh, for sure.
And yeah, I think we're gonna try to make that
That's
one.
it. Okay.
I might even go live from there to show people that they're actually, are out there. I know y'all probably wonder what happened to the fro. Well, I just put some water on it and it shrank back to normal.
Weird.
Right.
It's like
And
Beyonce's hair.
It's real long. I mean, it's way up here. But
Remember Beyonce's hair and what was the movie with Michael Myers?
Michael Myers.
Yeah.
What's it
Austin
called?
Powers. Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You bastard.
Because her hair got all like this. It got wet. It was like ching. Or no, it
my
got wet
belly.
and it went down. That's funny.
Speaking of that, I'm back up here in Santa Clarita. Not at the office, actually. I'll probably be here for a couple of days running things. But I'm back out here with my favorite little spots, It just so happen to have an electric bike handy.
You don't want to be on the electric bike and all that heat? What is it, like 89? 90 something out there already?
I don't even know. Let me look at my phone real quick and see.
It's 90 out here. So it's got to be hotter out there.
96.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that feels like because I'm in 79 room right now.
No, it's 92 right now here. That's crazy.
I just brought Jordan in because he was out there. He would have been out there all day.
Shoot, Sky
over there enjoying a bone meal right now, chilling.
Sky be at the door like, yo, man, will y'all let me in? But y'all tripping. I just had to go to the bathroom. Now I need to come back in. Sky is truly a house dog.
See if I can show you.
Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all Sky too.
This little dude. I gotta turn off the background. All right, so wait, hold on. Let's do the cheers in the way. All right, now let's see. There he is.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's chilling.
Hey, big head. Jordan. Sorry, what's that?
Oh, you talking to me? Here I come. What's up? Such a good dog.
This little dude. Look at those eyes, though. They're like piercing auburn.
Yeah, that's dope.
I'm gonna go right back over to his bone.
So let me show you.
I don't need to see your
Mine
butt.
is just knocked out. Look at Sky.
Right. That's what this is gonna be in a minute when that air conditioner finishes hitting.
Sky is out.
You're gonna be like, what's happening, man? All right, let me see if I can get this camera back on here, right? Okay, we're back in there.
Well, I think this is a great time to end. Oops, it's not supposed to be in the front. But yeah, so good show. Even with the technical difficulties, we got the
Things happen.
announcement. We got to hear Janet. She had some real good stuff to say. We'll bring her on again. And hey, it's Thursday. We're almost there on Friday. Y'all have a fantastic day. Please tune in tomorrow. And what I was saying is I have the builder, Joel Bryant, is coming on of Bronzeville Inc. And he's a local Pasadena alum, grew up in, John Muir High School alum, grew up in the Pasadena area and has connections to the community. And I'm going to interview him tomorrow. So look out for that. And this should be another good show. Please come with questions and anything else you want to talk about. All right. So with that, I'm good. So I say peace in the Middle East. Peace, y'all.
You take it out. You brought it in. You take it out.
Later.